and you are back on Collision, and we have Acolyte, of course, in the studio.
Yes.
On the phone right now, though, we have Sammy from Swidgen. Hi, Sammy.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, really good, thanks.
Well, you guys, you've all come together from other bands, haven't you?
Yeah, pretty much. Like we started the band just as three mates who just wanted to play some heavy riffs, and we weren't doing that in the current bands that we were in at that particular point in time, and we sort of threw each other into a jam room after a mate's party, and we started the band as three brothers in riffs, pretty much.
Can I ask which of the bands that you came from?
I played bass in a band called Warped, which has been around for quite a few years. Fred, he used to play in a band called the Surfin Poobars, and Richie's played in lots of bands. He played in the Palenecks with myself. He played in a band called Stash. We're all, we're all kind of veterans in the band world, I guess.
Are you outside, are you?
I am. Is it?
I can hear the wind in the phone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry about that.
That's all right. You're in Melbourne. What do you expect? Actually, Warped did something not too long ago. Did you guys release an album or something? I'm sure I had an interview with someone from Warped recently.
A little while ago, it was probably going back a couple of years, we had the 21st birthday shows of Warped, so that might have been that. We also did Down on the Farm a little while ago, which you might have been involved in, I'm not sure. Warp kind of pops up every once in a while, so it's just fun playing with those boys and, bashing out all the classics. Because
you guys were doing really well in the early OOs, weren't you?
Yeah, totally. I actually wasn't in the band at that point, but yeah, those boys, before I joined, they were touring with Audio Slave and, being the rock stars that they kind of were back in the day, and it's more just about playing music for us these days. We're all family men, and it's all about the love of the music.
So you're a Victorian band now. You're not stepping outside of that particularly.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we'll play wherever we can, pretty much. But I've got a little fella, and Toddy's just had another little boy, and Chris has got a couple of kids. So we pretty much just do it for fun now. It's all for the love. Well,
would you encourage your son to actually pursue a career in a band?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I bought him a bass when he was born, and I hope that he goes down that path, because there's nothing better than playing music, I reckon. It's my life, and it was my father's life, and I hope to pass it on to my little fella, and I'm sure the other boys in all the bands feel the same way.
Right, so maybe one day he'll be playing bass for Swidgen.
Hopefully Fredo sticks around long enough, But, it'll always be a dream to play with my son, for sure.
Yeah. So you're the guitarist and the vocalist. The sound that Swidgen have, is that sort of a pulling together from your bands?
Yeah, totally. I mean, because we don't try and pigeonhole ourselves as like a heavy rock band or a metal band or anything like that, because we all come from totally different sort of walks of life. So Fredo, he's a really sort of hardcore punk, metal influenced kind of dude. I've played, I studied jazz. I studied jazz as a bass player for years, and went to VCA, and I did all that kind of shit. And I've played in country bands with Richie, our drummer, and we're all kind of. I'm a bass player by trade, but the other two boys, they're guitarists, sort of by trade. But the band isn't about what instrument you play or whatever. It's kind of just about getting together with your best mates and just having fun, and whatever comes out. And I think that's probably why Swidgen I think that's why Swidgen is such, a unique kind of unit, because we don't pigeonhole ourselves, or, we're not trying to prove anyone wrong, or, do anything of that kind of nature. It's all just about having fun, and, and everyone kind of enjoys it, which makes all the difference.
And you're just about to release your second album, Doghouse.
We are, yeah. So we're really, really happy with it. It's taken a while to get it all pressed up and that kind of stuff, but the finished product speaks for itself. It sounds really good. It looks really good. And yeah, we're launching it next Friday at the down in Ballarat, for the world exclusive premiere.
Yeah, I was just noticing that, actually. The album is out on the 4th of December, and on the 4th of December you're playing at the Eastern in Ballarat, so... That's
right, yeah, it's the official launch, so we thought we always do things different at Camp Swidgen, so, it felt like the right thing to do. We've become really good mates with Wilderness, who those boys from, they're the local legends, and they've kind of taken us under their wing, and we always have a great time with those boys, and just really looking forward to getting back down there. And our first trip down there was amazing, so I think this one will be great too.
Yeah, I actually have had Wilderness in the studio, but Roundtable, are they from Ballarat or Melbourne?
I think they're Melbourne boys. Actually, I'm positive, because they're staying in the bungalow out the back with us, so they must be from Melbourne.
The bungalow out the back?
Yeah, the Eastern offers like a band room / stay over kind of night, which they, just as part of the promo for the gig or whatever. And we're all bunking together, so I take it those boys are from out of town.
So it's going to be a big night at the Eastern next Friday.
I think it'll be a huge one. Yeah, no, it should be great.
So I should come down after my radio show.
You should definitely come down, and all your listeners too.
Yeah, I do give my listeners permission to not listen when there's a really cool band in town.
Oh, okay, sweet. Awesome.
So next Friday they've got permission to go to the Eastern.
Excellent. Get them there. Get them in.
And you guys are headlining, I assume?
Yeah, we are.
So do you know about what time you'll be on stage? I'm trying to figure out if I can sneak out of the show early.
I reckon we'll probably be on about midnight, I think, or maybe 11:30. I'm not sure if they try and run them close to the bones there. I can't remember from last time we played there. So probably I blame Richie from Wilderness for all of his homebrew APAs and XPAs and all the stuff that he brings along and serves the bands before and after you play. So I blame him for memory loss.
He didn't bring anything into the studio for me. I'll have to have a go at him.
You should. His beer is delicious. He's a wizard.
Before we came on air, before I rang you, I told Acolyte that if anyone wanted to ask a question, just get my attention, and they're all sitting there on their phones. Facebooking away.
No, but we're nodding to everything you're saying.
I know you're listening, but
I don't have questions. You answer the same way that we probably would.
I'm just talking shit, I'm sure.
That's why you're in a band and not on the radio hosting.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right.
So is there going to be actually a Melbourne launch coming up as well?
Yeah. Yes, there is a Melbourne launch. It's on the 23rd of January at the Bendigo Hotel, and we finally just finalised the lineup, which is. Oh no, I think there's still one hole in the lineup, which is good. So hopefully that'll get sorted by the end of this weekend, and we can start the promo and stuff. But yeah, we're really happy with the way that the record's come out. Like it's a really true representation of what we're about, and where we're going and all that kind of stuff. I guess you've just got to have a listen for yourself. It's one of those things. It's not. I think it's kind of a little bit different to what's going around, and but still keeps to the roots to what we're all about and what it's all about.
And you've actually, you do have it on CD, but your main focus is vinyl.
Yes, we will have I think we're repressing our first EP, our second unreleased album, and Doghouse on a Digipack CD. But we've got a whole bunch of fresh wax that's just dying to be purchased and put onto the local vinyl players of everyone that buys them.
Well, they are very popular in Australia these days, aren't they?
And it does sound better. Well, I think our record sounds better than it does on CD, but that's just me. So, I could be foolish and silly, but I think I don't know, there's just something about putting a record on that makes it all worthwhile, makes it worth flipping.
I'm actually wondering, because I don't know if I should ask you this live to air, it might be a bit mean, but recording for vinyl, did you actually record for vinyl, or did you record digitally and put it on vinyl? We mixed it for vinyl and digital, so we did both. Right.
Yeah, so we did kind of go in with the idea of pressing it up, but you got to give everyone the option. So the digital download. So yeah, we did go in wanting it to be on vinyl, digital download, and CD and all that kind of stuff. So yeah.
And can I ask about your live shows? Like, I mean, what is it like when you step into the world of the Swidgen live show?
Oh, it's pretty intense. It's pretty raucous. We try and get a little bit jiggy and get a little, it kind of goes everywhere. I wouldn't say we're going to blast your heads off like a grind band or anything like that. No, but I'd say it's musical brutality. There you go.
Have you played at the Eastern before?
Yeah, we have once. We played there maybe about 6 months ago.
Right.
And yeah, it was great. We played Wilderness there again, and what are they called? Little punk 3-piece band that used to be they're going to hate me for not remembering their name.
Are they Melbourne or Ballarat based?
Ballarat boys.
I've probably had them in the studio and I can't think of any names right now.
They're going to hate my guts. I've lost it.
Oh, I'm sure they'll remind you next Friday night. I'm sure they'll come down and see you again.
I'm sure they will. Kick my head in.
And that is next Friday at the Eastern in Ballarat. And people who aren't actually lucky enough to be in Victoria or near Ballarat, will they be able to order the vinyl and that online?
Yes, so it's all available online. You can actually pre-order it now, and you get 2 songs free download. And then as soon as it's available, you can purchase the whole album. You can pre-order the vinyl or CD or T-shirts and all that kind of stuff. We've got everything on everything's linked to the Swidgen Facebook. So if you want to get amongst it and be one of the early bird specials, and yeah, feel free to grab it.
And people can look up Swidgen on Facebook because you've got a heap of numbers after you. We won't bother with that. Yeah, no, just look up Swidgen. Makes it heaps easy. And I remember the band. They're called SWAT, and they're awesome. Oh, yeah, SWAT.
Yeah, they used to be the Turnaround Boys. I've played with them for a bunch of years. So.
They're not actually one I've had in the studio.
Oh, really? You should get them in. They're wicked. They're unreal.
I've seen them play. They're very good.
Really tight unit. Good to see some old school punk, just gritty punk getting back out there.
I don't know if you've been listening to the show before you came on, and don't tell me if you haven't. Frank dobbed you in before. I can't even remember myself now. He mentioned where the name Swidgen came from, but
yeah, well,
for those of us with bad memories or who weren't listening, do you want to tell us?
Yeah, well, Swidgen, it's an ethnic variant of one of the characters from the series Deadwood. And for your listeners out there, I'm sure they're well versed in the world of Deadwood. Well, Al Swearingen, his Asian minion, Wu used to call him Swidgen, so that's where the name comes from.
Swidgen, Wu,
yeah, cocksucker.
Yes. Someone had to say it.
Someone had to say it. It may as well have been me.
Yeah. I just turned his mic off. But Frank just said he's going to go home and watch Deadwood. And then he's going to drive all the way back to Ballarat next Friday to go to the Eastern and see Swidgen play.
Awesome. He better.
It's only a short drive.
It's only
It's only a couple of hours. It's fine.
It's a leap.
Yeah,
all
sorry.
good.
I'll put your mics back on. They were just sitting there so quiet before. I thought I might as well. Oh, no, that's right. Jason started grabbing the lollies and the noise of the rubbish bag. The
rubbish bag.
But it's not rubbish yet, it's top shelf.
Grape twist.
Only the best lollies in this video.
I threw all the lollies in the rubbish and said, if you really want them, get them. No, not really. So is there something that you want people to know about Swidgen?
He's what the band name?
No, about the band itself. Like if you had to tell people about Swidgen.
I've said quite a lot, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's good fun. I mean, if you enjoy some riffs, we don't take ourselves too seriously. It's good fun. We enjoy a beer after the show. If you like heavy riffs, come on down, and you're in the area. Yeah, that's about all I've got to say about that.
Well, where on your Facebook is actually the links for pre-ordering that album?
Oh, maybe on Bandcamp, possibly.
Right.
There should be a link on somewhere.
You've got a Reverb Nation link. Is that where it's going?
Maybe that's where it is. I'm the most technological phobic kind of guy in the band, so I kind of I leave that to the other guys. But I'm pretty sure that if you fumble your way through the Facebook, you can find a link to it's either Bandcamp or Reverb Nation or one of those other engines that sell your shit for you. We're up there somewhere.
And if you go and give Swidgen a like, you can keep an eye out because I'm sure over the weekend they're going to post the link, say pre-order this That's here right. And now, so that we can all find it really easy.
Yeah, it's going to be up there in the interweb atmosphere very shortly. It's good.
It's available like next Friday, so if you need to really pre-order it to get those 2 bonus tracks before Friday.
That's right, yes.
Right. So everyone get onto that this weekend.
Get onto it.
I'd actually love to ask you a quick question, though, if that's cool.
Of course.
That'd be great. I think having...
this is Morgan from Acolyte.
Yes, my name's Morgan from Acolyte.
Hey, Morgan.
Hey. I think earlier you said that you had quite a significant musical background and being sort of part of the scene for quite a while. You would have gained a lot of different influences along the way, I would say. And
definitely.
When you go into different records and things like that, do you find that a lot of new bands rub off on you and your writing styles as you head in?
Oh, definitely. I mean, anything that really grabs my attention, I wear on my sleeve, for the next 10 years. And there's heaps of cool bands going out there, like a bunch of our buddies, like King Parrot, they're breaking ground, doing their thrash thing. We've got mates at Bruiser who do their tech metal kind of stuff. I don't know if you're into them. And then it goes all the way through. Like the boys of Mustang have just released a really cool record from Tassie. What else is going on? Yeah, I mean, it pretty much all walks of life. I still we all listen to, blues and, country and a bit of jazz and all that kind of, I don't really, all of us, we don't actually limit ourselves to, being one thing. And I think that's probably why music is so versatile. Like, when everyone fires you the question, "What's your band sound like?" or whatever. And for a while there, I was kind of saying, "Oh, we're Mahavishnu Orchestra mixed with Kaya," because it's it's kind of it's all over the shop, and we don't want to be pigeonholed as just some kind of heavy rock band or hard rock band or metal band, or because that's not what we're really about. We just like playing riffs and playing tunes and scaring people, making people laugh, all kinds of emotions, because that's what music's about,
Absolutely. I think one of our favourites early on was Tool, and I think it's very obvious moving forward through all of their albums who they were touring with and what their influence were going into each of the albums. I think, the latest one had a very, very strong Meshuggah vibe to some of their time signatures and stuff, and I think that's where our question was sort of coming from there.
Yeah, totally. Oh, and Meshuggah is like myself and the drummer's favourite metal band. Like, so many nights we've spent air drumming to none, and all that stuff. Like, it's just as much musical influence as you can get. I think you can't really go wrong. You just got to throw it all in the pot and see what comes out. And
yeah,
I guess that kind of explains Swidgen quite well.
Gosh, if Meshuggah is one of your main influences going into this record, it's going to be a hell of a record.
Oh, but I mean, we're not trying to play tech metal, but
yeah, absolutely.
But it's all about the sound, like Meshuggah bass sound is one of the most like primal things you could ever hear. It sounds like someone's strung up a bass with chains, and it's run through 5,000 or 6,000 Marshall rigs. Like you can't get a bass sound like that, and that's just one aspect of that music. It's awesome.
Yeah. And I wanted to ask, actually, I'm not sure if I've got any music from the upcoming album or if the music I've got's older.
What have you got?
I've got a song here, Road Trip, to play. Is that off the new album?
Road Trip? No, that's actually off our second album, which is unreleased until next Friday, because we've re-released a couple of things.
All right.
So no, Road Trip is not. It's off. I think that one's off Earthcake, which is our second release, which is unreleased.
So your second album was never released?
That's right.
So you're releasing it the same day you release your second album?
That's right.
So they're twin albums?
They are twins, yes.
Are they both on vinyl?
No. Earthcake's only available on a Digipack CD.
Right. I wonder how I got this one then.
I wonder how you got it too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's up on. I think we did a film clip. Like there's a basic film clip, so maybe you've.
No, Nicole sent me an album.
Oh, sweet. That's awesome then.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if she sent me the wrong one or if she sent me both. I don't know. I'll have to go through my downloads when I get home. But anyway, you will be at the Eastern next Friday, the 4th of December, with Ballarat's Wilderness and Roundtable from Melbourne, which yes. Wilderness are quite a heavy band. What a Roundtable like?
Roundtable, they're a three-piece, riffy, proggy kind of. I've only ever seen them the once. We played with them at the in the Tote Front Bar a couple of weeks ago on a Wednesday night, and they blew me away. They were really cool, like just lots of riffs, really cool groove, cool guitar effects, solid vocals. They were awesome. So I'm really looking forward to seeing them again. And Wilderness Boys, they just bring it. They just bring it. That's all I can say. They're unreal. It's kind of very hard to get up and play guitar after those bastards because they're just so proficient in what they do. It's good for me. Puts the pressure on. So.
And it was the 23rd of January in Melbourne.
Yeah, at the Bendigo. That's the Melbourne launch.
Yep. Yeah. But people should go and find Swidgen on Facebook and give them a like and keep up with where I guess there's going to be more shows coming up next year as well. Definitely,
yeah. No, it's all things up for the Swidgen camp. It's good. We've had a bit of a hiatus, just because of life and stuff, things get in the way, but now we're really cracking it and sort of, wanting to play more shows, doing all the things that bands do.
Having fun. That's the main thing.
Fun. Yeah, totally.
That's why you get on stage, so you can have loads of fun.
Yeah.
And that's why you're coming to Ballarat.
That's exactly right. We wouldn't want to launch it anywhere else. It's our home away from home.
Well, that's awesome, and I really hope the people in Ballarat listening actually get behind you and appreciate the fact that you are having your exclusive world launch in Ballarat.
Oh, thanks, Kat. That's awesome. Yeah, we hope to. We love it. It's unreal. Such a wicked little town.
Awesome. I will play your track now. Thank you very much for your time.
Thanks heaps for having me. I've had a ball.
And if I don't catch up with you next Friday, then I hope to catch you very soon.
Yeah, please come down and let us know if you're coming down to the Melbourne show. We'll chuck you on the door for sure.
Awesome, thank you. And this is Swidgen and their track Road Trip on Collision, and we'll be back, and Acolyte will still be here.
Catch ya.